people that have convinced themselves the Lions are out of it. Hell, there's some people that have convinced themselves that the window's closed, okay? I'm not going to sit here today and try to talk you off of any ledge. It's not. Now's not the time, okay? But as we look at this NFC playoff picture right now, and obviously we know about the divisional winners, okay? The 5th seed is Seattle at 10-3.
They're playing good.
Okay. Do you want to look at their remaining schedule?
Sure.
They have the Colts.
That's a win.
I think your girl. I'm sorry.
It's over.
It was a cute story.
Well,
poor Danny.
Danny.
Poor Danny.
Blew out his Achilles.
They host the Rams.
Loss.
They're at the Panthers. That might be a sneaky game.
Loss.
Okay. And then they're at the Niners.
They're going to finish the season losing 7 in a row. They've lost 4 in a row. They could lose 8 in a row. 8 in a row.
So the Seahawks right now, we had a win against the Colts. And then you had loss against the Rams at home, loss at the Panthers, and loss at the Niners. Is that fair? That makes the Seahawks 11-6.
Maybe they get one more in there, right?
I hope they beat Frisco.
San Francisco is going to be the pain in the ass.
That's where I'm getting at. Yep.
They don't really belong. They really don't.
It's the last place schedule, dude.
Yeah.
It is. I'm sorry. It's real. I don't care what anybody says. It's. I don't think they were. Were they last?
Yeah, they were.
Were they? Were they last? I know they had the less than schedule. All right, here's their schedule the rest of the way. The Titans, at Indy.
What team is this now?
Niners.
Got it.
The Titans, at Indy. The Bears come to Frisco, and then they host the Seahawks.
2-2.
All right.
Yeah, the Niners finished 6-11 last year and were last place in the NFC West.
Were they really?
Yep.
Even behind the Cards?
Cards were 8-9.
Jeez, oh Pete. Last place schedule is real.
Wow.
Ask the Bears. So, if we're doing our math correctly, they could be 11-6 as well. All right?
Yeah.
Then we've got the Bears. And I know we've talked much about this. The Browns win, right? Do you think they get revenge on the Packers at home at Soldier Field?
No.
I do.
Neither do I, for the record.
I said they were going to split from the get-go.
At the Niners?
I don't see why they can't beat them, honestly.
And then the Lions.
They ain't beating the Lions.
You could legitimately have a scenario. Scenario where Seattle, Frisco, Chicago, and Detroit all finish 11-6, and one of them has to sit home.
And let the stupid NFC South champion get in with 9 wins.
You could see that scenario. So that's why even now, it isn't a great thing for the Lions. It just isn't. But that game against the Bears could be a great equalizer, because it could also equal up things in the NFC as well. So when you go down the tiebreakers, we beat the Bears twice. We've got the same conference record, et cetera, You know, because if you're talking about a 4-way tie, then there are a whole bunch of tiebreakers, and we would have the berth on them. So legitimately, you could look at. So I'm going to say it again. The Lions can lose one more, and 10-7 is not going to get you in. I don't believe it.
I don't think so either.
I don't believe it's going to happen, man.
No.
Not as a wild card. You might win a crappy division at 10-7, right? You might, like, I'll even look at the AFC. You could have a scenario where Pittsburgh could win the division at 10-7.
Yeah. They could win it at 9-8.
Oh yeah. Boy, Baltimore looks like crap.
They're crap.
They really
Lamar is hurt or something.
There's got to be something.
Either that or he's just done.
Justin, did you watch any of that yesterday? Man, he does not look like Lamar Jackson.
It's a month now plus.
No, he does not. It looks like he would rush to get back to make sure that they could compete to win the AFC North, but they just don't look like they're good enough right now, especially with Lamar.
Could you imagine that, though? Like, seriously, the last week of the year, And Maz, I think you're barking up the right tree when you sit back and suggest that they might move that game to a Sunday night. Mm-hmm. Okay, all right.
It's a TBA right now.
What a weird difference a year would make, because a year ago we were playing obviously for the number 1 seed for the division and for a 15-2 record, and this year you very well could be fighting for your playoff. Oh my! I don't.
You would win the tiebreaker right now over the 49ers. I don't think you would beat the Seahawks in a wild card tiebreaker.
Who are our losses to? How many AFC teams?
We're 5-4 in the division in the conference.
Oh.
Or hold on, yeah. Let me. Gosh,
Really?
damn it. I know it's not. Maybe it's 6-4. Let me just double. I'm going to double check my
Well,
math
our
right
losses
now.
are to the Chiefs, the Packers twice.
Yeah, we're 5-4 in conference. We're 5-4 in
And then we lost
conference.
to the Vikings.
Yeah, we're 5-4 in conference.
That Vikings loss is really going to bite us.
And for what it's worth, Chicago's 6-3. If we beat them and all things are considered equal, they mix in one. Frisco is 8-2. Seattle is 6-3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would lose the tiebreaker to Seattle because our common opponents are Minnesota, the Rams, and that's it.
So
And the Browns.
legitimately, it would be us and the Bears.
It would be, or San Fran, because if we would beat San Fran in the tiebreaker because we beat all the teams that they beat, plus we would beat the Bears, and if they lost to the Bears, then we would have that tiebreaker.
And I'm working under the assumption. I mean, just me personally, I'm working under the assumption that Frisco will beat them out in Frisco.
I am also going on that assumption.
Woo!
Don't hold your breath.
I don't think the likelihood of all 4 of them going 11-6 anyway. I'm not sure how legit that is. I'm just presenting that could be a potential thing going into that last week.
There have been some 11-win teams that have been left out.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
the Patriots back in the day.
Yeah, a year after winning the Super Bowl,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
It's yeah.
How about the Denver Broncos are the number 1 seed in the AFC? And then, of course, the Pats are right there behind them, but they lose the tiebreaker. So Denver controls their own destiny. Look at the teams in the AFC that are, it's like opposite day. Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm.
It's opposite day. You have the Jags, you have the Texans, you have the Patriots, you have the Steelers. They stink. Anyone in that North, they're horrible, the North. Then you have the Chargers. These are all the teams that they're usually on the outside looking in. And it's opposite day. The Chiefs are out. The Ravens are out. The Bills are fighting for their lives. The Dolphins have won 4 in a row.
You know what the reality is? You talk about the Chiefs. The Chiefs could win out and still easily miss the playoffs.
Yeah.
Easy. They could go. I was looking at their schedule last night. They have Chargers at Titans, Broncos at home, at Raiders. Okay, they could finish 10-7 and easily miss out. Easily miss out.
Boy, they look really, really awkward.
Mortal, very mortal. Like I convince myself, because we've seen it so much over the past 5 years. Oh, at some point in time they're just going to get right. Oh, at some point, and it's just not happening. I mean, it isn't. It's just
Same
not.
thing for the Ravens.
Yeah. Yep.
2 teams that you thought would straighten it out. 2 of the better quarterbacks. Well, obviously Mahomes. He was running for his life last night. He was just throwing balls away just to avoid sacks. Boy, can that Texans defense get after you.
All right, is there somebody behind us that we should worry about? Meaning the Carolina Panthers?
No.
Okay.
They're playing good, but not as good.
Listen to their schedule though. They're at the Saints. They host the Bucks, who suddenly look very, very, very mortal. They host the Seahawks, then they're at the Bucks. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't worry about them creeping up. That screams 2-2 to me.
Sounds about right.
This is again, you guys, like we have to go at the very worst 3-1. We have to go 3-1. Like, if from a Lions perspective, we have to go 3-1.
Can they? Do you feel confident with the secondary the way it is that they can pull this together?
Because of the matchups, yes. Although 9 looked legit yesterday.
please.
All right. No, can I bring this up, though? Let me
Yeah.
just bring this up. Do you want the horror story of horror stories? They beat us again on Christmas Day.
Well, then we don't.
I want you to think
right.
about that.
Then we don't deserve it.
Right?
Yeah.
Like seriously.
Yeah, I agree with Mass.
Then we don't deserve
If
it.
you, if you lose to the Vikings for a second time, you don't.
If
deserve
you let the Vikings even play in that game, you don't deserve it. You don't. If that game's close, you don't freaking deserve it. They should be. They should have something. For Minnesota.
That would be 4 losses in the division, which would be 2 more than we had in the last 2 years.
Yep. Wow. It's just,
This is it's going to be interesting down the stretch, man. It is. It's going to be interesting.
you heard Goff. He likes the trajectory. He likes the
Trajectory.
yeah, the trajectory of where they're going.
I think
He's like they're going up.
I think they go 3-1. I think they go 3-1 and get in. And we're going to get in as a 7 seed, and then we're probably going to play the Green Bay Packers in the first round of the playoffs at Lambeau.
Jesus.
Yep.
Can we stop crapping in our text chain?
Why?
Can we stop crapping on Love? Can we stop
Yes.
crapping on Caleb?
No.
Can we stop crapping on Micah Parsons?
No. Yes. Well, that's dumb. Well,
Those three. Those three take a lot of bullets.
Listen.
The chat.
The Micah bit's horrible. You guys, and I.
Do you see that guy?
I don't want to take a victory lap for this, but Maz, day one we were on this show, and KG got so offended when I used the term. Remember, I said I'm scared of the Packers.
Yes.
And you know what? I don't want to take a victory lap on that, but here we are.
Hell yeah.
The Packers have shown themselves to be the best team in the division, and I don't know how any of us could argue that.
That defense is the real deal. They are.
You got to stop with the Caleb stuff, though. I'm asking you nicely.
You have to stop.
He's not good.
It's not even 2 years yet. You don't see improvement?
He's not good.
Justin.
Yes, he has improved.
All right, let me ask Justin.
Yes, he has improved.
Let me ask a younger version
All right.
of us. Do you see something in Caleb Williams that could show you that he could be the leader of that team?
The leader, no. Talented, yes.
Why leader? No.
Because he's a bitch.
Matt, I just don't.
But in football reasons, I don't feel like he makes winning plays. I feel like he shoots his team in the foot a lot, and you saw it in that Packers game. But at the same time, he can win you that same game like he did in the Eagles game. He's a gunslinger. It's Brett Favre. It's Russian roulette. It's what are you going to get on that day?
I don't think he's a good quarterback. I just don't think he's ever going to be something special. I really don't.
All right.
I don't. That pass yesterday was like unacceptable.
One second earlier, a split second earlier, it's a touchdown. Or if he throws it better, it's a touchdown. It was a perfect play.
I think if he runs for the first down, we're not having the conversation.
But you don't want that because the clock's 30 seconds.
He still has plenty of time. He has plenty of time. To me, the most important thing is get the first down.
Of course.
Because the game's over. You don't get the first down, the game's over. If you throw an interception, the game's over, right? So I just don't think he's good. And I think the numbers kind of warrant that out. When you're, what was he? Here, I'm going to look it up right now.
Not great. He had 200 yards of total offense.
Talk amongst yourselves for
pick.
just a second. I think in
Their running game is good.
Josh Jacobs is a hammer, but he's not as good as our
No, we're
running
going to
backs.
the Bears here. We're talking Bears.
Oh, Bears?
Bears. We're on the Bears.
Monungai and Swift are nice.
They're good.
They're solid.
Monungai's solid, man.
Yep.
And Swift's having a good year.
Caleb Williams is
I know he's down in the numbers. I get it.
way down.
What'd you say? 20 in a QBR last night, and he only dropped from there?
In rating.
Rating?
Yeah, so he is, let's see. Oh, he's way down there. All right, so the only quarterbacks that are above Caleb Williams, are you ready? Rattler, Tua,
Jesus.
Nix, Wentz, Marcus Mariota, Geno Smith. Okay, I really, honestly, and Bears fans, I know you guys jump in. Are you guys high on this guy? Like I can't take anything away from you. You're having a really good season, right? I'm going to be honest with you guys, the same way that I'm honest with our fan base. I don't think you're legit. I don't think you have a playoff win in you. This was a nice year. I think it's also a sign of things to come. I do. I don't like saying that. But do you feel confident with that guy as your quote-unquote franchise quarterback? I wouldn't. At this juncture, almost 2 years in, is that what we got? We just have a good quarterback? Is that what we have? I don't know. We'll wait and see how it goes.